They just pigeonholed that mechanic. To open the door, you have to kill the boss. It's over there. Now go there. Okay.
Okay, guys.
I'll do it because the fighting's fun, but what? They leashed. Is leashing in this game? Come on.
All right, now I'm streaming, but it's just a queue right now, so.
Oh. Okay. Oh.
And tell you what, it looks smooth as shit.
Mm-hmm. And it's pretty.
Yeah.
Ooh, leap attacks too. Yeah.
Yeah. All the models look good. It looks clean.
Yeah. And then just like,
Kind of cartoony,
you
but still.
look off in the distance and like
Yeah. No, that's pretty
it's just
tasty.
a nice game.
The buildings are clean.
And you're definitely not and you're not seeing what I'm seeing too. It's like it
No, no,
looks
no, 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 no. No, I mean, I'm
it's
seeing a 720
clean.
version. But
Exactly.
you can kind of tell through the. You
Yeah,
get
you can
used
do
to
yeah.
this. Yeah, it's like. I mean, it's like,
Yeah, you
yeah,
got
it's still different
you
from
turn
Tarkov. It's different looking at Tarkov through the screen, tell you what. So many more lines I can see. They're making better use of pixels.
Yep.
Man, I want this game to work and like
So it's what's going on with
be
it now?
good. All right, now I'm just trying to make sure my keybinds work. I have a feeling because I
Gotcha.
was AFK and I wasn't tabbed into it, something weird happened. So I'm
Hmm.
just clicked on now because the stream's up, thumbnail's done. No, I don't have to do that dance next time I want to play it.
Yep.
Every time I play a new game, I gotta make a new thumbnail. That's the longest part of the process. At least for YouTube. Twitch don't give no shits.
Nope.
The short that's I have coming out tomorrow is actually kind of funny. I
What was
timed
that?
it well. The short I made for tomorrow is actually kind of funny.
Oh, nice. Okay, good, good.
I'm actually, it's not just like a funny moment or a thing that happened. It was like I did a thing,
Nice.
because it was me panic shooting at somebody who was prone, and then he was clearly dead, and I kept shooting, and then I got a good zoom in there, and it ends with John being like, "I think he's dead." Just good, easy Tarkov.
Yep.
But yeah, it's very interesting. Like, there's so many. Like, since I posted stuff like 2 years ago or whatever, there's so many more tools in all of the
Hmm.
apps.
Yeah, it was cool. They did the translate.
Oh yeah,
And it put my voice in blue on the Scarlet one
well,
when
I
it should
did
like.
that.
Oh, you did that. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
so it did some of it. So there's an AI subtitles option. So I hit
Gotcha.
that for all of them, and then I went through manually and like reviewed it. And then a
Hmm.
few of them, especially when we were both talking at the same time, I had to add in and like
Gotcha.
and or change the order, and then I changed yours to blue,
Yeah.
and then John is now red, and I think I'm
Oh,
gonna try
nice.
to keep it consistently, and then like every new voice. But like the one the Panic one with John and Tarkov, it didn't pick up his at all.
Mm.
So I just added text that appeared at the bottom and disappeared, because you can't have multiple subtitles going at once for two different people. You can have them come up and then go away quickly, like you can insert them in between. But if you want two things coming up at the same time, at least in the program I was using, I'm sure you could easily do that if I was actually doing it in like DaVinci or something.
Mm.
But I'm doing the cop out like in browser one. It's still nice. It serves its purpose, and it was nice because I didn't download the whole streams. I just went into the streams and scanned them on YouTube and found the clip that I wanted. The only problem is that I can't, with that method, I can't really cut it together. Like if it happens for longer than 60 seconds, if the moment is longer than 60 seconds, I can't really do it without making an edit of it. So if this didn't work, I was going to try recording like Marvel Rivals or Tarkov or something. Like since he got me the hard drive, I now have a lot more space to actually save recorded stuff. Because that was always the problem before. So even if I just partition, I mean not actually partition, but like have a terabyte for just videos, that's still a lot of room for games. And then also terabyte's pretty decent, because I think it's like every half hour chunk is like 2.5 to like 5 gigs for every 30 minutes with the quality that I do it at. That's still pretty decent and way better than stream, but I can do both too, which I also want to experiment, because that apparently is doable with the 30 series encoders. But man, having an AV1 encoder for YouTube would be insane. Everything would be crisp. It'd be so crisp. And just for recording shit, like so much better compression, so much better space savings. It's gonna change everything, but nobody knows what it is. It's great. All right, let's see if it times me out again. Probably doesn't like the fact that I'm trying to do a tutorial, but I need to remember how to play the game, and I don't want to watch that 4-hour-long video again.
Well, then it might not even be right anymore.
It's not going to be. Some stuff will be, I think, like controls and hotkeys that they don't tell you about. There are some stuff that's just like, hey, this is a hotkey for your ship that turns it on and all of the systems on at the same time with one button instead of having to go through the ship controls. But I guess, yes, they could have even changed that, because when I started playing, they had just changed the ship controls, so highly possible they'll do it again. But also I know that they haven't revamped their tutorial for 4.0, so, and it's also all flawed because they don't even explain some pretty core mechanics to the game. Like how the multi-tool works and how the tractor beam on it works, and yeah, it's just, they need to do better. They got so much money. I understand they built like a whole new game engine and shit.
Yeah.
And that takes a lot of work. And hopefully they can find a way to monetize that to other people. But see the new trailer for the new No Man's Sky Company game? The people who made No Man's Sky.
I saw their first trailer. but no, I haven't seen the new one.
It's not. I don't know if it's like a trailer. It's more like I couldn't tell if it was gameplay or if it was like they didn't have it disclaimered saying it wasn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like it looked kind of like How to Train Your Dragon a little bit. Like there was like
Nice.
dragon riders, kind of silly medieval costumes that you're flying around in. So you're like flying a dragon, like which I'm like that. I'm super here for a game that's like No Man's Sky or even Star Citizen. That's just medieval. I know there is one. There is a game. What is it called? There's one people have tried and or succeeded, but it just didn't get legs.
Arcade kind of, but not really.
Yeah, well, there's one that's like a true kind of like medieval sim a little bit.
Oh, like Kingdom Come?
Maybe. That's ringing a bell. That might be what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, there was a couple that are like that. I don't know if the
Yeah,
Kingdom
I don't
Come
know.
is
I don't know if
but
exactly the one, but yes, like something
it's like
simmy and medievally, and like even if it's not fully like MMO in the same way, like if it's like more like No Man's, like a co-op, where like you can make a thing together and you can start in this medieval town to something like that, where it's like equally, but like using an engine that is familiar, like the Shiv engine or something like. I don't know. That one, I guess, is a little bit different. Yeah, it's hard with these kinds of games. I get why they built their own engine. So a lot of it is pretty limiting. I wish they would have been upfront about that's what they were doing with all this money. That'd be cool. Be like, hey, I know we took almost $1 billion from a bunch of people, but it's for a bigger thing.
Yep. Well, let's hope that's what Destiny does at least.
Oof, yeah. Oh God, yeah.
How do I? There we go. Found it.
All right. Load the game, please. Don't you dare time me out, motherfucker. This is wild.
You know what? Let's ultimate smashy smash. It changed my sensitivity to move, so I can whip around a little faster, I think. How did that save it? Okay. That's better. Hot diggity. Nice. Oh, there it is. Oh, first death. Let's see what happens. Oh no, what was my last save? Let's find out. Oh, bud. She's still loading?
Yep.
That's not good.
It's not promising. But the fact I got in once is better than not at all.
Yeah.
But I might just have to close the game down and open it up again. Yep. I think I'm going to have to do that. I think I forgot that that's part of playing this game. Is restarting the game.
Mm.
Don't want to have to, but you can. Yeah, because I haven't played since they added personal hangars or.
I mean, yeah. Have you played since the server
localized
mesh?
inventory? I hopped on. I wouldn't say I really played, so I didn't want to evaluate it because I got in and it was like very FPS stuttery, so I just kind of was like, because it was also the day it launched.
Oh, yeah.
And they were so I was like, now's not the time. And then they were like 4.0 soon. I was like, well, I guess yes. Okay, never mind. I'm going to skip the tutorial. See if that helps. Because I think I remember, because I skipped it last time because I watched a video that just said skip it, I'll show you what to do. And I think because I remember it saying like it's literally teaching you like almost how to use a computer, play a computer game
Yeah.
a little bit. It's kind of like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it gives you like, this is how you move, this is how you look around, stuff.
but it's like just that, and it
Yeah.
shows you what stuff looks like in a city, like what the med bay looks like and what the hangar looks
Oh.
like, and I'm like, I already know that. For me,
Yeah.
what I just need to refamiliarize myself with is just the key bindings, because there's just a bunch of little stuff
Yeah.
like Tarkov and Frank and WoW. I mean, WoW it still wins.
Yeah.
WoW is still the
Yeah.
the
Wow.
absolute king if
Wow.
you really think about the keybind amount compared
Yeah,
to
but
like
you kind of just
Tarkov and
have
stuff.
to set it. It gives you like abilities, and it forces you to like put them in. It forces you to decide what the key
Yes.
bindings are in WoW, at least, where it's like it's not just
Yes.
like these are what they are. Good
Well,
luck figuring them out.
and it's not, the coordination is different. Like I will grant that
Yeah.
too. Like Tarkov shooting like technically correctly is you're pressing 6 buttons at the same time while
Mm-hmm.
walking around a corner, like
Yeah.
it is also complicated for a different reason,
Yeah.
which I enjoy.
Yeah.
But
No,
it's
Tarkov
like,
had some weird keybinds for sure.
it does it took a minute. I'm now it's a little bit more fluid. I mean, John is still like crazy fluid at it compared to me. I'm having a lot of fun with PvE. It's really nice.
Yeah, I was watching John play it, and I don't know. I'm tempted. I might
honestly,
drop 20 bones on it.
Well, he said he'd buy it for you, so
Yeah,
there's
he
that
said he
too.
did say that.
If honestly, if you text right now, just being like,
he'd Venmo me right now.
He-
He'd Venmo
yeah.
me a Jackson.
absolutely.
That's it.
He wouldn't even.
Andrew
Yeah, he'd do it in
Jackson.
his sleep. I think he would be half asleep and just send
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
And just do it.
Um,
yeah.
because I feel like I'm doing better because all of my fights are fighting something that doesn't have such a high skill issue.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have an RNG for if they're gonna hit you or not, and most of them are bad at it. Versus, there's a good chance, there's like a 1 in 4 chance the person you're gonna run into is gonna move like John.
Yeah.
Or better. And then it's like, oh shit. So like it's helping me get used to, like, I've been in so many more successful gunfights than I ever have in PvP. Like almost already. Like the amount of times I've won and like successfully, like, and it felt good. And now I'm like, now that I've had enough of them, I'm like, oh, this is what it's supposed to feel like. Like this is how, and then so John was kind of right. He's like, it's a really good place to make it feel better. And you still like, there's still PMC AI that act a little bit different and are a little bit tougher. Like there's still, so there's just, it's honestly, it makes a full lobby too. So there isn't any like dead lobbies that where you're running around and then suddenly you get sniped in the head. Like, I mean, John's gotten one tapped a couple of times in PvE so far for sure, but he has seen the person and shot and missed and then they killed him. Like it was never like I'm running across the field and I'm dead so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just the amount of gunfights. And then John is right, like the not having to worry about how quiet or loud you are to start with is kind of nice. Like you can just kind of, because they're not cued by sound outside of gunshots. They're not cued by like running. So you can sprint everywhere and just kind of get where you need to go and move how you need to move. And then PvP is like, then you have to like really take a minute because everybody's listening.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm having fun. I'm having more fun than I thought for not, for it just being essentially a RPG shooter now.
Oh yeah.
Which also makes it more fun. It's kind of like it just changes. It's weird. It's like changes the context of what's happening.
Yeah, I've always, and I've been wanting an RPG shooter since Destiny sucked. So
and well, me and John were talking about it because I kind of like I opened his mind to it being like why he likes it so much is the fact that it's an RPG.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it's like it's one of the only
Like,
really successful RPG shooters currently.
yeah.
Like, yeah, Destiny had it for a while, but like,
you just get gold instead of XP. Like,
yep, that's it. You get gold, and you do also get XP.
Yeah.
And you have to upgrade the hideout, and it's kind of grindy and a little
Mhm.
meticulous, and you like
Yeah. And now I
require
think
some
yeah,
knowledge
definitely
base.
it's more of an RPG than Destiny was.
Yeah, as far as like the level of grind
'Cause
and stuff
Destiny
you
is just
had to do.
it's just a gear grind then.
Mm-hmm. And you upgrade it.
Especially now
In
where you
Tarkov,
just
you
like
get skill
the
upgrades. Like the more
yeah.
you carry heavy backpacks out, like, or the more you get shot and heal, and the more you do all the things in the game, you get higher levels in the things, and you get rewarded for that by having like stronger arms and. Like it's very much a really solid RPG. It's just like there's some jank to it. And there's also a bunch of bad actors who just want to make it annoying for everybody and cheat and, you know.
Mhm.
Okay. This has
I
been
want
a minute.
2 healers.
Okay. Apparently it is normal for it to take a while. I remember it being like longer than most, but this is oh, do I have to? Of course I do. My fucking firewall. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Okay. Maybe not. Uh,
he charged me harder than I charged him.
Hmm. Okay, hold on. Let me do the full thing. Okay. So that video is not relevant anymore. Sick. Classic. Having this 15 more minutes of my life, and then we'll try again later.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of people who AFK this game too.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's not much information on what the new server cap is. Everyone assumes like 500,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I just wonder where all the players are.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also another thing, like you didn't really run into people unless you were in a major city, and even then, it was not the most common thing.
Mm.
Or like around the hangar elevators, but now it's also like the personalized hangar means that everybody's just hanging out in their own personalized hangar
Yeah.
more than the city.
Yep. How about Ooh, talent point. I really like this, that there's videos inside of the talent tree
Hmm.
that show you the abilities. I really like in this game how there's videos inside of the talent tree when you hover over them, activated abilities that show
Yeah,
you the ability.
that's a nice touch.
Yep.
And the fact that it just is a little preview in the window. It's not like a whole thing you have to click on and watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can still you can scroll and read while the video's going.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, the UI is good in this game.
Oh yeah, looks clean.
How do I get to my journal? Is it my map? It's my map. Go to the map and then press Y. Cool. Got pet this dog.
Let me play your game. Yay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, hey.
All
There
right.
you go. Nice.
Okay. Okay.
That cat is messed up looking.
Huh?
It's a messed up looking cat. He's got big old bug eyes.
If you're so. Oh, hey, yeah, storage access.
what's the game plan for Star Citizen? You gonna start? You gonna do a little mining? You gonna get going?
I kind of want to see. I'm just gonna start doing missions and seeing what I could do. I probably want to go do a couple of bunker missions and try to gear up a little bit. But I'm very curious now, because since there's no like localized inventory anymore, like while you're on the planet, you can access the inventory for that planet. You can't like. You're basically gonna have to go physically drag bodies onto your ship to put to like pick up the stuff to put it into the storage on your ship.
Oh, I see. So you can only carry what you can carry.
Yes.
Take it to your ship.
Yes, gotcha. As opposed to just putting it into like a universal storage for the whole planet style thing.
Jeez, that's a lot of dead monks.
Oh, there's just shit on the floor. Okay. Is that not a real gun? pick stuff up. So that's cool. So confused. All right, this is getting silly now. Can't leave the room. What am I supposed to do? get in the ship one time.
Just want to fly in spaceship.
Okay. Oh, yay. Okay. All right. We're in action.
Nice.
Okay. I got nothing. Never been to this planet before.
Hmm?
Do I have money? I should have some.